Okay guys, so started my descent and riding into the sunset. Oh my god, this is the favorite part of my ride, is the descent. Favorite time of the day right now at sunset, and this is when I love being up here. I also like coming up here early in the morning, and I will be doing that too pretty soon. Looking forward to the rainy season coming up, although in California we don't get much of a rainy season. But this is what I mean about friction, traction, or engagement. I like hardtails because I feel engaged and connected to the trail, and I think I felt like I lost some of that when I was getting a full suspension and riding a full suspension. I felt like I was going slower too, and I don't know if I was going the same speed or slower, but I would think I would be going faster just for the fact that it is a full suspension. It's gonna suck up some of those bumps that would slow you down a little bit, but I felt like I was going slower. And I think there is a purist thought about hardtails just ride better for some people, and it's hypothetical. It's not really proven or anything like that. There's no scientific data to it, but there is scientific data to the fact that a full suspension costs more than some hardtails. I mean, I'm sure there's really pricey hardtails that cost more than a full suspension. And I feel that bang for your buck comes into play. How much money do you have to invest to have a good time, to have a really fun time on a bike? And I feel like a hardtail can give you that value. Now that's just my opinion, and I'm not trying to offend anybody. I do enjoy riding full suspensions, and I have rode them for many years, just not recently. And I think in part, and I'll blame Steve and Hardtail Party to influence me to just buy hardtails. And most likely my next bike will be another hardtail. If I get a full suspension, I'll show you guys that too, but the odds are I'm going to get another hardtail and keep riding hardtails. The full suspension would be something that I would like to help my friends get, help them pick out one that's a good value, because they are going to be blown out. But as far as me personally getting one, I don't see that in my future. I just feel like I'm having too much fun on a hardtail. Now my friends that have those full suspensions that are crazy light and are built up dream full suspensions, cross country dream or trail dream full suspensions, those are hard not to get drawn into because they're nice. And you're going to see some of those on Pink Bike, I'm sure, or on even being blown out, as they're going to try to blow out last year's model and get rid of some inventory because nobody's buying right now. But who knows, that may change after Tuesday. Being in the election could change everything, and if people are concerned about the price of all this imported stuff going up, maybe it'll make a lot of guys pull the trigger, or girls too, pull the trigger on getting an inexpensive bike while they can. The money thing has never been my top priority, even though I talk about value. I think of value in a different perspective, not necessarily that I have to buy something only on sale, or something that is marked down and I feel like I'm getting a bargain for it. To me, the value is something that's going to provide me with fitness and enjoyment. And I also like to buy American, you guys know that. So when you're buying American Craftsmanship, there is value there, because or even European Craftsmanship, there is value there. And I bought many crafted parts from smaller manufacturers like Hope. You guys know how much I like Hope, like Cane Creek, like some of those companies. Matter of fact, if I was going to buy a new bike with a fork, I would probably get the Cane Creek helm, just because I like something that's a little more bespoke to American Craftsmanship. There are some really nice forks out there now. So anyway, I'll leave it at that. Well, let me show you this in the last part before we get to the saddle, because this part is the fastest, funnest part. I finally got a long ride in today, so it'll be about 27 miles, 28 miles. We'll see how much it turns out to be, and around 3,000 feet elevation, so not huge elevation, but 3,000 is, most of the elevation is gained right here coming up the mountain. The road's over here, and those, I'm about 8-10 miles to and from, so that's where the 3,000 is, in that other section of miles. You guys that live around here, you know how it is. You ride to the foothills, you enter the trail, and it's straight up. It also makes for great descent, so this is about the only pedally section on the whole descent. The rest of it, I will not be pedaling. I'll go probably 30 minutes without having to pedal once, or maybe less, maybe 15. It's windy. I will be buying some new goggles since my lenses are messed up. Alright, here is the fast, fun part of the descent. Part I really love. This is smooth, but then it gets chunky. I like it when it's spicy. I like spicy food. I like spicy trails. going up. There's a couple of blind sections down here. I don't have my bell, but I'm sure you guys appreciate that. Left comments saying how much the bell is annoying, and I agree.